Hi, this is Josh Gossard with Keller Realty, just checking in with you with your Washington County July market update. And what we saw here towards the end of July was we had 616 active listings at the close of July, which was actually almost a 25% decrease year over year. So we're seeing 25% less homes actively on the market for sale right now as opposed to this time last year. 186 units sold. Now that's a 12% increase. So think about that. There's less available on the market right now for sale, and actually more homes are selling year over year. That equates to an absorption rate of 3.3. Basically what that means is if no homes are listed right now and we continue to sell homes at the same rate that we've been selling homes, we would sell every home that's on the market right now in 3.3 months. Or you could think of it as there's 3.3 buyers for every one seller on the market right now, which is actually pretty good for a potential seller's market. We'd say anything below 5 is deemed to be a seller's market. Anything above 7 is deemed to be a buyer's market. So right now we are in a pretty good seller's market. The average sale price, of course, with this kind of inventory, average sale price is up to $204,000 as of July, which is a 15% increase year over year. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, let's say 123 Main Street is worth 15% more this year than it was last year, but what it does mean is that people are spending more money, which is still good for if you're a potential seller in this current market. The median sale price is $181,500. So that's also an increase of 5.5%. So if you don't know what the difference is between average and median, average is every sale added together, then divided by the number of sales, where median is if you take the middle number, there's an equal number of homes that have sold above that number and then an equal number that have sold below that number. So the median is kind of like right there in the middle, which is a little bit lower than the average. We have to be careful with the average when we're looking at sale prices because there could be a couple of high-end sales that month that would really throw the average sale price off. So median is actually really a safer, a more balanced number to look at. Average days on market, they're down from 88 down to 66 this month, this year in July actually. And so back to the number of homes sold. So 186 homes sold in July, 51% of those homes sold within the first 30 days. Think about that for a second. So half the homes that are on the market, or half the homes that had sold in July, sold within the first 30 days. So homes are moving pretty quickly. If you have a home that's been on the market for an extended period of time, much longer than 30 days, if you're up around the 60, 70, 80 day mark here in Washington County, you probably want to start taking a look at that and see what changes need to be made there. With all this being said, all of these are great numbers, great stats for our potential sellers. 67 homes failed to sell. So even though homes are selling quickly and for more money and there's less available, homes are still failing to sell, which means that people either aren't pricing them correctly, aren't presenting them correctly, or aren't marketing them correctly. So if you have any questions, if you had a home that failed to sell, if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to you about what we may be able to do differently to help you get that home sold. These are all very favorable stats for sellers, of course. So if you're a potential buyer, you might be thinking, well, why would I want to buy a home right now? And here's why. This is a great point here. Interest rates are still low. So which means, you might buy a $200,000 house this year, whereas if you wait for a year or two and the interest rate comes up, the price might actually come down, but if the interest rate comes up high enough, you could actually end up paying more over time or even monthly for that same home. So it's still actually a good time to buy a home for that reason as well. Depending on how long you'll be there, of course. There's different strategies and ways to look at that also. But that really concludes the market report for Washington County. Everything's looking pretty good right now. Sale prices are up, inventory's low, things are moving quick. Call me if you have any questions. Phone number is 301-455-4097. Thanks, guys.